Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard-nosed, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bears will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Bears are in the hurry-up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
Looking to throw, it's Robertson. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with the slide.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Had the completion, just missed it.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Quick strike complete. Knocked off his feet. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Prentice.
Man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down.
4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. To the air, it's Robertson. Here comes the heat. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
And the offense defense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got his man on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cameron. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. Open space at the 25. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got it back on 2nd and goal. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Baylor! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A little screen to the running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Fires to the middle. Fired in there, but incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score...
Sends it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. And the Bears in the hurry up. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Robertson. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Bears! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off play action on first down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The Hawkeyes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Baylor! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Looking to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They've got the screen set up, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it in the middle, it's Gill. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got the tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Floating away. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Catch in the middle. It's Moulton. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to slam it. He's stopped. 4th and goal, and he lost a yard back to the 2.
It's a turnover on down.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives, more Oh, they're not get free.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Got it behind the line. It's Moulton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll run the screen. Oh, better look out! Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Quick completion on the out route. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Hawkeyes are rolling down the field.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Looking for space, it's Moulton. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that.
Touchdown, Iowa! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your...
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Moving away from pressure. All kinds of time before he fires right. Lots of room to run. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! And the pummeling has started.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bringing the heat. And he's knocked down.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. quickly to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Off the play fake. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Complete to the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moulton. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Setting up the screen. Find some fresh air. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. To the air on second down. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He's looking to throw. Intercepted deep in his own end. He's at the 50. Past the 30. The 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Makes the grab. It's Anderson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. The Hawkeyes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They said, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Going to swing it on second down. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He's taking a deep shot. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Now on the move. Just plowing ahead. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds And this offense is going to work. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Fires left. He makes a catch. Across the 25, he's got room. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Trying to barge their way in. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is. They'll line up to go for 2. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
It's caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue.